Hello guys and welcome to another tutorial. It's been a very long time since I've done one, but I thought it's been a while so I can do some new tricks and show you guys some tricks. So I'm going to show you how to beat some people in 1v1 situations, in-game or in playground or in box fights. So I'm going to start off with the first one, and I think this is quite a simple one, but it's actually very good. So imagine there's someone in this box here. This is the other guy's wall. I have wood, right? And I'm over here like this. He's in that box. What you can do is you can shoot, and look, you can like take the wall from back here, and you can actually edit it like that, which means you're back over here safe while he's stuck there. Next thing we're gonna do is play the staircase, but as you know, staircase is a bit iffy when it's terms of like, you know, spamming or something. So if I start spamming, I'm most likely gonna get a couple of shots off, like on his body. So that's the first tip. It's very simple. If you can do it fast, you'll get something like this. Hold on, let me just yeah, that's free. So always do this edit, these edits whenever you go like this, because you can shoot up here like this and he can't see you unless he's also got the edit out, which is like this. But in general, you can actually really get a good shot off at the wall. So imagine I'm taking it, and then you have it, and if you can go like that as fast as possible, but you have to have your wall out in your hand. If you try to have like your pickaxe out or your gun, you won't be able to get it. So you have to have your wall like selected in your hand with a blueprint, and then you can edit that far. And then you can obviously do like whichever edit you want. Although the edit you should be doing in this situation is always going to be this one, okay? And then obviously you can start shooting him. That's the first tip. Alright guys, the next tip I'm going to show you is what to do when you're in a box and someone's pressuring you. So let's go over here. Imagine I'm in this box like this. Now the general rule of thumb is that the guy's probably going to be up here chopping away, trying to go like this a bit and start chopping, you know. So what happens is whenever he starts getting your roof and stuff, and he has both of them, for example, right? And he has this situation. If you don't have anything in your box, he's just going to shoot, or he's going to like place his own cone, or he's going to place a staircase like this, and then you can like do whatever he wants in your box, you know what I mean? You have to make sure anytime you box up, right, that you always have a cone in your box, because that way if he's up here he can't place anything, so he's gonna have to shoot you, and it's gonna be if you hit your shot on him as well, you can actually get away with hitting it and hiding here or whatever. So yeah, and obviously the big advantage in having your own cone in here is that you can, for example, you can go like this and he can just edit out or do whatever. But if it's his stuff, you're kind of stuck in an awkward position here where he can kind of play around with you till you like find a way to edit out, and you got to close it behind you and everything. Meanwhile, if it was just like this, you could go boom, and then you're safe, you know what I mean? So try to always have a cone in your box. And always cones, never staircases, because they're harder to rotate around, and you're stuck kind of being on top of them, which gives you limited amount of like, you know, mobility. When if you go here, you can kind of move around freely more. So that's the second tip. Alright guys, the third tip, sorry, is, actually no. Alright guys, the third tip I'm going to show you is something to do when you're attacking the box. So I'm just going to replace this all with brick. Oh, and then I'm going to use wood as my material. Fuck. Alright. So imagine he's like in a box in this kind of situation. You're quite a bit above him. He boxes up and you're like, okay, I'm going to go take one of his walls. Maybe you'll chop a bit of his thing, whatever. But you want to take his wall. You're probably thinking I'm just going to do this. If he's smart, he's going to hear you like place a stack, and he's going to immediately pre-edit, and when you come down, he's going to shoot you. So what you can do in this situation is actually do this. You can place, for example, 2 staircases, and then he'll already have it pre-edited there, and you can take the wall and do whatever you need to do on him. So try to just, you know, in this kind of situation, be unpredictable. Place 2 staircases. He's going to think you're coming there because you place that one first. You're going to have this edited like this, and you'll be on this position, and you'll already have like 1 to 2 chops off before he really, you know, sees that you're here in most cases. So that's a little advantage you can use. So that's the third tip, yeah. Right, another tip regarding box fighting, I guess. So imagine there's a guy in this box, right? Oh. So he's in here. You know, you have his wall. Now, a lot of people, what they do is they do this, for example. This is quite predictable in general, because if he's here, he can just wait for you to edit it, and then he'll shoot you. What I like to do a lot is I'll have a place like, I'll have a place, how do you say that? I'll place a floor, and then I'll do something else. I'll get my peanut butter ready, and then I'll do something like this, and then I'll shoot. I know it's giving him time to get out, but in general, unless you can really edit like, you know, like mongrel speed and pump him like that, the chance that you're gonna, you know, not get hit back is quite small. If he's low HP, it's a good thing to do. But yeah, so you have two options when you're in this kind of situation. If he doesn't have like anything in his box, which would be stupid of him, but it happens a lot, what you can either do is place either a staircase in his box or a pyramid. Now it depends on the situation. If he's quite low health, the pyramid is always going to be the better option. If you know you've got a pretty big health advantage on him. Because what you do is you place a pyramid, and then you have a free shot at him. He can't go anywhere. You have got a guaranteed free shot at this point. He can't edit down because the pyramid's there. So you can definitely get a free shot on him. Now obviously the downside here is that the chance you get hit back is going to be quite high. Because if you place it like this, he's going to shoot you at least once. Most likely, if you've got decent aim. So that's the downside of a pyramid. But obviously the upside is you do have a free shot at him as well. So if you know you got a big health advantage and you can tank one shot and you can hit him once, I suggest you do this. Now, the other option is obviously the staircase. Now, the downsides are, 1, he can edit down. 2, it's quite predictable. You do like this, and he could be right here, and if you don't have this entire, like, you know, peanut butter edit setup, it's very predictable. That's what it comes down to. So you have to kind of adapt to the situation, see your health and his health, and see what the best option is in the situation that you're in. Alright, that's the 4th tip. Right, now the 5th tip is regarding aggression. Now this is quite tricky to do and quite risky, but it can definitely pay off. So in general, if someone's in a box like this situation, what you can do is kind of get on top of their cone, move around, and if you have an SMG, you can kind of start spraying in this kind of direction. You want to make sure you're not standing still like this, because all you can do is just edit on you and pump you, and you're gone. It's simple. But if, you know, if he's in here and you kind of start moving around while spraying, like this a bit more, hold on. You know, kind of just move around the cone so he doesn't really know where you are. He's going to be busy holding it. And if you have like an SMG, it's very good. If you have a minigun, this is really good. So just kind of walk around while minigunning to get in his box. He's going to be much more disorientated than you are when you like land in the box. If, you know, because you will get through eventually. And when you get through, he's going to be kind of holding it and he won't realize you're through, or you know, he won't know where you dropped. So it's going to be very confusing for him if you keep on like kind of walking around like this around the top of his thing. So it can be risky. I would suggest you have a very big health advantage on the other player. So if you're like 150 HP and he's like 70 or 100, I suggest this is quite a good tactic in general. It works out quite well for me against high level players in Arena, for example. Works most effective with miniguns and SMGs. I would not suggest doing it with an AR though. Alright, that's a 5th tip, yeah. Alright boys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Just small little tips to help you guys out in real games and also in box fights. This can also be applied to 1v1s obviously. Hope you enjoy. Bye bye.